Hello everyone, welcome to NDI Defense Institute. In this video, we will be seeing the CDS strategy video, the Brahmastra strategy for CDS. Yes, let's delve into the video. So before we are going to start it, the CDS notification is already out. Make sure you go and check it and apply soon in the UPSC website. And regarding the notification video and all the detail about the exam is already there in our YouTube channel. The link will be provided below in the comment section. Make sure you watch that for further more clarity. Let's start with the video. Yes. So before going to the strategy, first we have to know, generally there is a saying, that says, before you go into attack your enemy, you have to know who is your enemy. Yes. For that, we have to know what is the exam pattern. So this is the exam pattern which is given here. You can take a look at it. So there are 3 papers in total. The first paper is English, obviously, and the second paper is GK, general knowledge, and the third paper is elementary mathematics. And as I said before, this first 2 papers is only for OTA, Officer Training Academy, yes, which is in Chennai, and the third paper is elementary mathematics, which is for AFA, Air Force Academy, IMA, Indian Military Academy, yes, and also INA, Indian Naval Academy. For these 3 academies, we have to write an additional paper called elementary mathematics, and that is why for OTA, only the people who are eligible for OTA and for women, these 2 papers are sufficient. Whereas for the people who have to go for IMA, AFA and INA, they have to write the additional paper, elementary mathematics. And you can see it, the total questions, the total marks for each of these exams is 100 and the total questions is 120. So total 300 marks the CDS exam is conducted for, and for the people who are eligible only for OTA, it is only 200 marks. So this is the basic exam pattern. And next you take a look at it, this is the exam code, and you can have an idea on seeing that. So code 1 is as I said before English, and code 2 it is GK, and code 3 it is elementary mathematics. So in this video we are going to delve deep into it, and we are going to simply decode what are the syllabus, what is the previous year cutoff trend, and how what is the last year exam pattern, and how the marks are allocated, how questions are allocated to different questions, and then how to properly have a strategy so that we can have a customized strategy to prepare for our own. Yes, and first we will start with the English thing. You see here, paper on English. So these are the topics for the paper on English. If you take a look at it, it is a very basic level. It is not in a hi-fi level. It is a very basic level English. And from the topics you can have, you see here, first is spotting error, and second one is idioms and phrases. So simply they will give, for example, the last year exam they asked, what is the term white elephant they have given. White elephant means which something which is luxurious but it is of no use. So like that, simple idioms and phrases which we came across in our day-to-day life, and which we used to see in the newspaper, and which we see in Facebook, Instagram, those kind of things they will be asked in as idioms and phrases. And you see, reading comprehension, a basic level English test where paragraph will be given, from that we have to write an answer, and sentence formations and all will also be there. And next you see ordering of words in a sentences, they will be jumbled the words and you have to order the words in a proper way. In fact, this will be a highly scoring area, because this is an easy one, and also if you read it, you can understand that there is something odd with this, the whole pattern. That is why this can be an easy one. They will be dividing A, B, C, D like that, and you have to find out the proper order of the sentence. And next you see ordering of sentence, as I said. So this is ordering of words, whereas this is ordering of sentence. So both are of same, provided here it is word, here it is just sentence. And next you see fill in the blanks. This can be with anything, proposition, conjunction like that, it can be for anything. And again, this is, if we just give a simple reading, it will be easy, you can just come up with it. And next you see antonyms. Again, this synonyms and antonyms, you can see these 2 are one set. So if you have a proper daily reading habit, for example you are reading newspapers and you are coming across the things which are just reading gradually, if you do that, that will enhance your vocabulary, and this is enough for it. And that too, with the options itself, we can feel that this may be the answer, this may not be the answer. And again, antonyms and synonyms, they also play a vital role. And then you see close comprehension. They will be giving a paragraph, and then you have to find the words in between. And next you see parts of speech, the very basics of in English, and again this is also an important part of it. And provided if you have a basic level understanding, it's fine. So with respect to UPSC, if you look at it, the English level examination in UPSC, mostly for this competitive exams, will not be in a hi-fi level. It will be basic level of understanding. So don't you worry if at all you feel that I am not so conversant in English, I am not so good at English. So there is nothing for you to worry about it. The basic level, talking and basic level understanding and writing is more than enough for you. Just know it. And next you see completion of the sentence. Again same, this is the extension of this close comprehension, and then you see preposition and determinants. Yes, again there is no extraordinary level, only basic level topics will be given. From this the questions will be there. So we will take it like how this topics has been asked, how many questions has been asked from each of this topic. Yes, we will see it. You see, this is the cutoff for the last year. Last year in a series exam cutoff. You take a look at it. For IMA, INA and AFA, you can see the this is the aggregate mark of the last qualified candidates. If you just look at it, the total marks is around 300. Only for this three academies, it is just 300 marks. For 300, you can see it is 136, which means not even 50%. For 300, it is just 150. So less than 50% marks is required for you to just make it into these three academies. So that is how. In fact, you just want to score out of 300, 40 to 45% mark is enough. In fact, if you score 45, you can even be a topper. Yes. In a series 2022, the topper mark for this AFA is 181. Yes, slightly above it because of the competition increasing. So the topper, the first rank holder of the mark is around 181. So the simple, out of 300, just 50% of the mark is enough for you to make it into these three academies. Same, you see OTA men 100 and OTA women 100 for just two papers, which means 200 marks. Same, you see, for 200 marks the cutoff is just 100, which means again 50%. So from this you can have an idea that for written examination 50% of the total marks is enough. For that only we have to do. If at all you cross even 50%, then you can assure yourself that you can be in the All India rank. Yes, and that too with these two papers, that is more than enough. As I said, this for IMA and INA and AFA, it is 181 marks, topper marks. For OTA, it is 127 marks. Yes, again you see, just little, 100 more than extra 20 marks. So the extra 20 marks will fetch you to be in the All India rank 1. So that is what we have to know in this. 50% is our target. More than 50%, yes, it is an additional one, it will be well and good for us. So thus we'll take a look at it, and then this is the marks of the last recommended candidate after SSB. So after written examination, there is obviously SSB is there, and after SSB, including this mark, it will be there, and this is the last recommended candidate, after the SSB. So now in this video, we will be concentrating on the written examination part. For SSB related thing, we will put in another video, we can also have a hold on it. And as I told, let's see the topic wise split up for the English. See here, spotting error 10. If you look at it, the UPSC has divided the whole pattern and they have given equal importance to all the subjects. You see here the spotting error, idioms and phrases 10 questions, comprehension, ordering of words, ordering of sentence, fill in the blanks, and next you see antonyms, synonyms, close comprehension. So all the topics have equal 10 questions. So it is around 120 questions. So this 120 questions, out of this, for each correct question, 0.83 mark will be given. For each wrong answer, 0.27. This will be added, this will be subtracted. Yes. So 120 questions, it is reduced to just 100 marks, and equally it is given. So that is why for English, it is well and good if you start with the basic things that you know. You see, look, you take a look at here, what are the very basics that you can know here? Parts of speech. And next you see idioms and phrases, reading comprehension. These are the things which doesn't much require more and more basic study, whereas just a basic idea, just a basic practice will be more than enough. So first you can concentrate on these basic things, then we can go further things, then we can go for the fill in the blanks, and then you can go for the close comprehension, then we can go for the antonyms and synonyms. And one benefit about studying an antonyms and synonyms is that if you prepare for, there is no specific preparation for synonym and antonym. If you are preparing for synonym, if you know the meaning of it, you can just come up with the opposite meaning. So there is no separate preparation for it. So in this, you fix the order in which order is very tough for you, or which order is very easy for you. Easy order, you just fix it and then you just practice it. For the tougher one, you feel you practice it more, you devote your time more. So that is how we can ace English. And again, I am telling you, with respect to CDS, English is high scoring paper. I am telling you. for both. I'll tell you in detail like how to have a proper idea about which paper to score more, which paper to score less in the upcoming slides. And next we will go to the GK. Yes. So look at it, this is the GK syllabus, and this is a syllabus given as per the UPSC notification. You see physics, chemistry, biology. We have ordered it in the proper headings. You see, you can take a look at it. Science. It includes physics, biology and chemistry. Yes, the basic science, general sciences. And next you see it is social science or general studies. It includes history, geography, polity and economy. These are the core subjects for a GK, including the economy part. And next you see current affairs. It is general current affairs and specific importance will be given for defense current affairs. Since it is because of the defense service examinations, more and more importance will be given to defense related current affairs and also miscellaneous. In this miscellaneous, some static part also can they will ask. For example, they can even ask any standard books, Booker Prize, like that. Some standard static GK also they will ask with respect to this miscellaneous part. So this is how we can just split into it. So again, it is general science, general social science, and then current affairs. So this is a basic framework of it, and how the things are, how the questions are split up. You take a look at it. This is the CDS, last year CDS exam, split up. You see here, history, it is around 22 questions. One recent trend we can find about CDS is guys, recent times the number of questions for the polity is gradually reducing, and then they are giving importance to history. You can see before that, just 2 years back, if you look at it, the polity questions is here, it will be around 15 to 20. Now this has been reduced and they are giving more importance to the history. Why? In the sense, the people are very comfortable with reading polity, rather history is, the syllabus is vast. So that's why people, the examiners are going more and more for history. But either way, I will give you a strategy. With that strategy, there is no need for it. You can just get an idea about what questions you can expect in the upcoming exam. And next is current affairs and environment related questions. You see around 34 out of all the these topics here, the most importance is given to current affairs and environment. It is very important, because you can see every year this conference of parties, Paris climate change and other related climate change related meetings and all is happening, and also current affairs. In this current affairs specifically, defense related current affairs is given more and more importance here, and that is why it is around 34 questions. And next you see geography. Obviously after history, the highermost question in social is geography. It's around 18 questions. And next you see polity. As I told, the recent years it has been coming down, but you will never know, UPSC is famous for their unpredictability. So guess what? It can also flip in the next year. So they can also go for 10 questions or 12 questions in the upcoming exam, and also they can reduce the questions for history. So anything can happen, but we can just have an idea. And next you see physics, chemistry and biology. The general sciences together, it is around 30 questions. You see here. So 30 questions means you can see the split up is around 10, 10, 10 for each of these subjects. So physics 10, biology 10 and chemistry 10. And guess what guys? The standard of this general science question is not so tough, and as I told you, if you have a basic idea about the 10th examination, 10th NCERT book level knowledge, even that is fine, you can simply guess it. They will not ask much and all. So they will just simply have some basic level of questions regarding laws and for biology and all. They will be thinking simply asking. In your NCERTs, they will be given some activity based questions now and then in your book, if you just go and read it. From this activity, they will simply ask a question. So one time there was a direct question regarding the color of the starch. So what is the color of the starch? Like that, it is based on the activity question. So this can be done by simple NCERT reading, and we can get around 30 questions from it. And next you see economics. The economics, the question is 10, and in that most of the questions are current affairs based question rather than deep deep level knowledgeable questions. So current affairs, if you have a hold of it, for while reading current affairs, if you understand some basic concept in economics, that is more than enough. Again, NCERT reading is more than enough. So this is how GK question split up is there. And if you look at it, according to the UPSC, you have to get minimum 20 marks. 20 marks should be, you should take minimum for qualification. For this 20 marks, you just look at it. If you concentrate on history, current affairs and then general sciences, it is more than enough. You can nearly cross, you see 30, 60, 80. Around 80 questions we can concentrate. We can just fix it if we just concentrate on this three. One is history, current affairs and environment, and then physics, chemistry and biology. Only with these three topics you can get it around 70 to 80% of the question, which means out of 100 marks you can get around 70% of the percentage of the marks with this itself. So that is why you have to concentrate, and again further in detail about how to properly plan it and how to properly have a trend and all I will tell you in the upcoming slides. I am just giving an idea about it. And next we will go to the third paper. Yes. So see, this is the CDS Max. As I told, the GK and English is for OTA cadets and also for women OTA cadets, and for this IMA, AFA and INA, a third paper has to be written. So this is the CDS Max, and these are the topics you can take a look at it. It includes most of the arithmetic as well as advanced mathematics. You take a look at it: algebraic identities, area and perimeter, average, operations and factorization, data interpretation, geometry. In fact, geometry is of utmost importance. And you see here HCF and LCM, height and distance, linear equation, polynomial equations. So these are the topics. So just don't get deceived by the number of topics present in this screen, but so that is not so important. The strategy, how we are going to approach it, is important. This is a syllabus given according to the CDS notification, but what is the strategy for it? That is what we are going to see. Listen carefully now. This is a basic split up of the the whole syllabus. You take a look at it. For CDS Max, the topic categories is of two. One is arithmetic and another one is advanced. If you look at it, for this 100 questions, arithmetic is 20%, which means around 20 to 25 questions. 20 to 25 questions. Whereas is advanced is 80%. So which means around 70 to 80 questions. So that's all about it. So 20% for arithmetic and 80% for advanced mathematics. So you see the topics here. These are the basic level topics where if you prepare for this, it will also help you in your AFCAT and any other normal competitive quantitative aptitude. This is the basic level. You see percentage, average, simple CI and SI, simple interest, compound interest, ratio proportions, mixtures, profit and loss, the time and work, speed, distance and time, problems and ages. So these are all the basic arithmetic mathematics, and as I told, you preparing this as an other advantage. It can be also helpful for you in other exams like CAPF, AFCAT specifically and all. For AFCAT, this is the basic syllabus for it, and the main part comes for this advanced mathematics, where 80% of the questions will be asked from advanced mathematics. You take a look at it. These are the topics in advanced mathematics. First is algebra, then geometry, number system, trigonometry, mensuration in 2D and mensuration in 3D in both the shapes, and next is statistics. Again here if you see geometry, mensuration 2D and mensuration 3D. If you can able to have a strong hold of it, 15, this itself is come to around 30 questions. And you see algebra and number system, another 30. So this together comes together around 60 questions here. So some people may feel it is very tough for them for trigonometry. Some people maybe find geometry as tough. Provided if you have an understanding of how many questions they are asking here, you can have a split up accordingly. Yes, and if you ask me, the general strategy for it is that you have to concentrate algebra, geometry, mensuration 2D and mensuration 3D. This result, that if you see algebra, it comes around 20 in the maximum slab, around 20 questions comes for algebra. So 20 plus 15 maximum slab, 35, then this two including around 15. So it itself is come to 50 questions offered. 50% of this itself cover this topic which I have squared it. So that is how we have to plan for mathematics. Yes, and the next part is the important part. So take a look at it. Is strength, weakness, opportunity and threat. So what is what, by the way? This is to find out what are the weak areas, what are the strong areas, so that as I told you before itself, if you want to go and attack your enemy, first you have to know what your enemy is capable of. So we have to plan accordingly. So this is the strategy part, where first what you are going to do, you are going to see the syllabus, and using the syllabus you are going to put the topics according to it which you feel is a strength, opportunity, threat and weakness. So this is a customization. Unlike other people, unlike other videos where they will give you a common strategy, you follow this, here we are trying to provide you with your own customization. You have to customize your own strategy. Listen guys very carefully. The strategy which works for me may not work for you. The strategy which works for you may not work for the other person. So we have to find our own strategy. We have to customize our own strategy. For this customization only, I have provided you with this analysis. You take a look at it. First is strength. So what and all you feel is your strength. How, sir? That is where the question comes, sir. What is my strength? I don't know what is my strength. First, you take the syllabus, and from this video, you know what are the topics for each, English, GK as well as mathematics. So you watch the video again, write down all the topics here. Then, after writing down all the topics, then you see the factors which makes you to fix the particular topic as your strength. You see, interest towards the subject knowledge, stable PAQ trend, previous year question strength, understanding of the syllabus, and this is the very basic. If all, for example, some people like geography a lot, and our geography is around 18 questions. If you are interested towards geography and you see the stable trend for geography is 18 questions, 18 is a big number. So, and also subject knowledge, since you are interested, you will be having a basic level of subject knowledge, then that is enough. This is also click. And understand the syllabus. I explained you in geography like how many questions, everything and all, and I will teach you how to prepare the study material and all. So all the four are a tick, then you can go for it. Put geography in the strength part. Sir, some people may know, sir, I am very good in science, general science, physics, chemistry and biology. Same, you put that in your strength. How to fix it, how to fix whether it is your strength or weakness, you take care of these four factors. So generally some people will be having a liking towards the subject very commonly. We don't know a reason, we don't have a particular reason, but generally we have a liking towards the subject. And if you are having a liking towards the subject and if you are interested in learning it further, you put it in your strength part. Then opportunities. So what is this opportunity part? These opportunities are the areas where till now you haven't made any effort, but if you put your effort to it, but if you are ready to open up your mind and then you start to go and dwell into it, it will be very easy. That the only thing is that you are stopping yourself from not going into the subject. That is called the opportunity. And you see, limited syllabus. The syllabus is very limited, which means the questions is all, you see, quality resources available. The syllabus is very limited, and you see easy scoring area. For example, you take English reading comprehension, parts of the speech and spotting the error. Spotting the error, if you read it, you will feel that there is a problem with this statement. So that is this easy scoring area. And for spotting the error, there is no syllabus, and you just have to read it. That hunch, that intuition will say you that this may be wrong. The syllabus is very limited. And next you see standard number of questions. And as I told, the spotting error has 10 questions normally standard, including the close comprehension, reading comprehension. Yes, and you take current affairs. Current affairs, every year they will be asking some standard level of questions. And we have seen current affairs and environment is around 34 questions they are asking. And yes, considering all this, that can be your opportunity. And strength and opportunity pass is fine. It will be helping us to score. Then comes the part which will be pulling us down by giving more and more negative marks. What is that? You see here, this first we will go for weakness, then we will go for threat. Second is weakness part. What is the weakness part? How to find that, sir, this particular thing is a weakness for me? You see here, aversion towards a subject. Without any reason, as I tell, for strength, without any reason you like a subject. Similarly, for weakness, without any much reason, you don't like that particular subject. There is some aversion to the subject. For example, some people believe that ancient and medieval history are very tough to me. History itself is a very aversion subject to me. I don't like history at all. So then it comes under your weakness part. Then poor understanding of the concept. You try to read a lot, sir, I try a lot and try to read it, but it is not getting into my mind. I am finding it very difficult. I am wasting lots of time. Then tricky previous year questions. In spite of you try to detail read and go and try to solve the previous year questions, you feel that still you are lagging in it. And then lack of standard resources. And for history, the syllabus is very vast. Finding the right material itself is a challenge. So, if at all you feel history, ancient history and medieval history is little of any of these factors, then you put that under weakness. Okay sir, if I put it under weakness, should I not do anything about it? No, that is an important point. You put it while you are concentrating on strength and opportunities. At the same time, you also have to allocate your time for this part also, because first you have to know that this is your weak part and put it in this your weak part, and then we can approach that subject. And next is your threat part. This is the most important one, equally important to strength. Why? Because in UPSC, you know one thing guys, UPSC general syllabus is very vast. Rather than you should know what to read, you should also equally important to know that what you should not read, what you should avoid. Don't try to put everything into your mind. Don't try to think I have to cover everything. It is not possible. I'm so sorry. So don't even think that I have to study everything. If you put everything in your mind, it will unnecessarily stress you. On the exam time, you may lose a lot of questions. So what is the threat part? Which comes under it? You see, vast syllabus. Some people find economics as a threat, because why? The questions are less, but the syllabus is very vast. If you really go into economics, general economics and Indian economics, the syllabus is very huge. The vast syllabus is there. Next, difficulty in understanding. As I told some people, sir, I try to learn economics, but I don't understand what is statutory liquidity ratio, what is cash reserve ratio, yes, how the NBFCs, non-banking financial companies, what is the difference between scheduled commercial banks and non-banking financial companies. If you feel like that, then this also comes under it. Then less number of questions. So economics, around 10 question comes, and as I told you, within that 10, most of some 5 comes under current affairs based one, 3 to 5 current affairs. So remaining 5 questions from core economics. For that you have to have a vast syllabus. And next you see lack of basics. You don't even know the basic things in it. So this is a threat part. First, from the topics that we have seen in the previous slides of the video, you note down and jolt down and allocate the topics according to this, and now you have an idea. What are your strengths? What are your weakness? Some people may feel, sir, I only have least topics in the strength. No issues. We can always improve. Some people find more in opportunities. You have to work a lot. Some people find more in weakness and threat. You have to double up it. Yes, you have to work more and more. So the things that you find as strength, what do? You allocate less time, you practice now and then. The thing which you find opportunity, give more time. The thing which you find weakness, also equal time you spend for it. The threat part, you keep it in abeyance, provided after you do all the things in the strength, opportunities and weakness, then you go for the threat part. So threat part, I tell you, if at all you are feeling bored, or if at all you are feeling very monotonous, like I am studying polity, geography, and I am studying this spotting English practicing, it is very boring for me, it is very monotonous for me. If you want to give yourself some break, if you want to try to do something new, you don't want to do the everything because you will get fatigued. At the time you go for the what is there in the threat part. Randomly you go and try to solve some previous year questions in that. Randomly you go and try to have a basic concept in that. In that way, you can have your own customized plan. Again guys, I am telling you, the people around you may say, what, this is the way you have to follow, this is the way you should not follow. I am here telling you clearly, you chart out your own strategy. You start out your own customized plan. Yes, because not all will be working for them. Some people may be good at English. Some people may be good at GK. Some people may be good at mathematics. So you have to find out this accordingly, and you have to properly go and attack your enemy. That is very important. Yes. And coming to the next part. What should do now? This is the question running under your mind. I know. So we are now, okay sir, I am going to do SWOT analysis. I am going to put the topics. After that, what I am going to do? That is was the most important point. We have to do certain things part by part. First, know your syllabus. What is syllabus given? Clearly you have to know. So because in the video itself, I have already told you what is the syllabus and what is the topics, how to approach and all. So first, you should have an understanding of what is the syllabus. This is a very basic thing. Second, study material. This is another important part, because 50% of your work is over if you just go properly take the material where you have to study and then you collect it into material. Remember guys, there is no golden material in the market. Don't even think that, sir, I just read this one book, I will clear this exam. It is not going to happen. So remove that thought away from your mind. The one good method is you have to refer multiple sources and not too much. You have to restrict to 3-4 sources and always value addition to it. Value addition is very important. You are going and appearing for any practical practice test, or you are going seeing any previous year questions. You see a new question there, or you see a new concept there. Suddenly you have to take it and just write it, value add to it, because there is always room for improvement. So study material is very important. For study material, I will give you a little strategy. You just try to follow it. Remember this, the basic is NCERT. NCERTs are basics. NCERT are kind of a dictionary while you are learning language. The NCERTs from 6th to 12th. The first reading you should do is NCERT, because NCERT will throw you light on multiple subjects. It will give you a basic idea. So only if your foundation is strong, you can able to build lots and lots of floors. If your foundation is weak, you cannot able to build. While you are constructing your third floor, the building will collapse. Exactly. These NCERTs are like your foundation, guys, mind you. Next one. Then comes the standard reference material. For this, classroom notes. Yes. So this part you have to study in detail with this subject books. For example, you take Lakshmikant. Lakshmikant is a famous book for polity. Similarly, G.C. Leong, and then 11th NCERT is very famous book for geography. These books are the standard books. After getting the basic knowledge from NCERT, you add value from this Lakshmikant book. After that, you have to do a detailed reading on it. The second part is a detailed reading, and then you have to take right notes. So this notes is the basics. This notes is the detailed notes. So this is the basic thing you have to do. If these two are clear, then comes the value addition part. This is called value addition. Sir, how I am going to add value? For example, you take. So in the recent times and all, we can see the MPs are being suspended. In the last 2 days, you can see around 140 MPs are suspended from the Lok Sabha, from both Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. So the questions can be, whose authority who can suspend the MP? Is it President? Is it Prime Minister? It is a presiding officer of the House, or it is a Deputy Speaker? This may be the question. In fact, even the last year there is a question regarding the powers of the presiding officer. So with current affairs, so how do you value add it to it? You can have current affair. What is the recent current affair question? And what is the recent meetings? What is the recent events? If there anything to it, and if at all you are going for a previous year question, you see a new question here, you add value to it. You come across any source, you find a new information, you add value to it. Always add value. Don't even think that this notes is complete. Your notes is never 100%. Have that in mind. Your notes is always 80%, 85%. You can always keep on adding to it. So study material should be on this pace. And don't you forget, guys, without NCERT, if you started, your foundation is never strong, you cannot build upcoming floors, it will collapse. Remember it. After the study material, what I should do, sir? 50% work is done here. Yes. Your 50% work is done here. After that, what should I do? That is where practice comes. Practice, PYQs, test, etc. You have your knowledge, guys, but how this knowledge can be applied in the exam, that is another tricky part. For that, you have to appear for lots and lots of test series and practice tests, and specifically you have to solve lots and lots of PAQs. Then only you will know how this knowledge can be put into use. I will tell you for an example. You take polity, the last year what they asked in 2023, last CDS, what they asked, who is the authority, who is the final authority in deciding the disqualification of an MP? The member of parliament disqualification, who decides? This is the question. Why this was a question in the sense, in the news, an important MP from the opposition party has been suspended. He has been disqualified from the house. So then that since it has become a huge furor throughout the country, it has become a huge talk of the town at that time. So that is why the UPSC is very concerned whether the aspirant knows who is the authority to suspend that particular MP, who decides the disqualification. On what basis disqualification is decided? Everything you have to know. That is why I say this CA will always add value to it. And from the PIQ you will know, okay, the UPSC is concerned in the current affairs. So the static knowledge is not only enough, static knowledge combined with the dynamic part is also very important. For that you have to solve this PIQ and you have to attend lots and lots of test series, because only after you attending test series you will have an idea where I am going wrong. But after attending the test series, who knows, you may even have a change in your strength, weakness, opportunity and threat. What you consider as threat may be a strength to you. You will never know. That you may be thinking that you are lagging in it, but when you appear for the test, when you, answer for it, then only you will have an idea, okay, I am having knowledge in this specific part. So these are the things that you should do. And beyond all that, sir, what is the mantra for beyond this? All what is the mantra? The basic mantra is nothing but remember this, guys. The only thing, this is the only thing which will always keep on going, consistency. You have to keep on consistent. I'm telling you guys, not all the days will be productive for you. There will be ups and downs. Sometimes you will be going for 8 hours of study, sometimes you will be going for 4 hours, sometimes you will even go for 2 hours. Don't even feel, the thing is consistency is enough. So I always remember the quote of Martin Luther King, who says, if you cannot fly, no, run. If you can't run, walk. If you can't walk, crawl. Whatever you do, you keep on progressing. Progress is the key. You keep on, be consistent in your work. Trust me, guys, it will definitely do. Fine. You follow all this strategy and you have a basic idea. Trust me, no one can stop you from clearing this exam. Yes, even including the UPSC, even they can stop you from clearing the exam. So always remember this, consistency is not only the key, it is not only the key for life, it is also the key for CDS. So always remember this. Are you in your final year as of now, thinking of what to do next in your life? And also, are you a graduate who is aspiring to join any government jobs? And are you working and you want a change of job? Yes, the CDS has recently released a notification in that around 400 vacancies are notified. And for the CDS, considering the recently released notification, we are providing offline classroom programs and also online recordings as well as online classes. So both working people as well as studying people and also college people, they can avail this. For further of this, any information you need, you can log on to our website and also you can contact the number which is given here. For further of this video, yes, you can always see in our YouTube channel, and for classroom program and test series program and all, you can avail our this website, and you can also see the further upcoming updates in our YouTube channel. And in the upcoming days, you can see a lot of individual subject strategy video also in our YouTube channel. Thank you. Jai Hind.